Welcome to the St. Stephen's School News Brief.
Third and fourth graders were treated to a demonstration by Scott George on how to put a horseshoe on a real horse. Mr. George brought a real horse and put 2 shoes onto the horse. Mr. George is a blacksmith, and it is a career that not many of the students may consider as they get older. It was enjoyed by all.
Our first school banking day was a great success. Representatives from First Niagara Bank were there to support the National Honor Society members taking in deposits from grades kindergarten through 8. Bank day will be every Friday.
Second grade celebrated Halloween with first grade by painting a pumpkin patch, making a spider marshmallow snack, and making pumpkin straws. In the afternoon, they baked pumpkin cookies and had a party with pre-K through first grade. Second graders had their reconciliation enrollment mass on Saturday, November 3rd. Friday Fun Club pre-K and kindergarten students made red, white, and blue wreaths of stars to remember our veterans on November 11th.
On November 8th, St. Stephen's School remembered the men and women who have served our country in armed forces. Camouflage pencils were given to all students to remind them that veterans are men and women of faith, dedicated to service. Each hour during the day, the children and teachers would pause to listen as the names of veteran family and friends were read. Then all observed a moment of silence. A special assembly was called for all students. A local military color guard representing the service branches presented the American flag, and the children sang the national anthem. Essays in honor of Veterans Day were shared with the assembly. The essay contest winners were announced as Brendan Stone, Rebecca Meyer, William Tompkins, and Laura Bierbauer. Thanks to all children who participated with many thoughtful essays. Later in the day, all students listened to LTC. David Comboy represented a slideshow highlighting the work of the armed forces in Iraq. Special thanks to all veterans who made this event so very memorable.
On Monday, November 19th, first grade and pre-K made apple and gumdrop turkeys as a fun Thanksgiving treat. These were used as the turkey centerpieces for their families' Thanksgiving dinner tables. Second grade read Sarah Morton's Day, a day in the life of a Pilgrim girl, and Samuel Eaton's Day, a day in the life of a Pilgrim boy. Then they drew a picture of themselves as pilgrims and wrote about what their lives would be, like if they were pilgrims.
Pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade students enjoyed a Thanksgiving feast on Wednesday, November 21st. Children tried a variety of different foods. Pre-K and kindergarten students arrived as the pilgrims, and first and second graders were the Native Americans. There was a welcoming mass Saturday, November 17th, at the 4:30 Mass for all the third graders who will be making their sacrament of Eucharist in April.
The 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders are going on a field trip to UB Center for the Arts to hear a performance of the Preservation Hall Jazz Band. This band travels worldwide, spreading their mission to nurture and perpetuate the art form of the New Orleans jazz. The field trip is scheduled for December 6, 2007. St. Stephen third grade students brought home a special gift for their families this past week. Each child made their own homemade apple pie. With the help of Mrs. Moretti, their teacher, as well as parent volunteers, the children peeled and sliced the apples, added spices, and prepared the crust. The baked pies went home with the children to share with their families on Thanksgiving Day.
Students in grades 1 to 5 will now be able to access math materials online by going to harcourtschools.com. On this site, they will be able to practice and reinforce the skills that they are learning in math class. This is a great site for parents and students.
Mrs. May's first grade religion class made Advent wreaths to take home. Students traced and cut out their hands on green paper for the wreath. Then, they colored candles to glue on the wreath. Each week, they will color in a flame to represent lighting the candle.
Mrs. May's second grade class learned how to write a paragraph. Each student wrote a paragraph about their favorite part of Christmas. They decorated a sheet of construction paper to look like a present and stapled over their paragraph. The St. Stephen's Mission Club recently visited Fatima Shrine in Lewiston. The children had the opportunity to learn about this very unique, reflective landmark in western New York. At the heart-shaped reflection pool, the children prayed the rosary together. They also climbed the steps to the top of the glass shrine to the statue of Our Lady of Fatima to enjoy the vista of the Niagara Escarpment.
The students from St. Stephen's School Mission Club continued their work encouraging one another to grow in their faith. This week they colorfully decorated dining placemats for prisoners. Each placemat included words and images to remind prisoners that they are loved and remembered by God and the community.
Thank you for watching the St. Stephen's School News Brief. We'll see you next time.